Here I am visiting Santa Ynez, and so I decided that I would talk to you with a lovely glass of wine. I am from Los Angeles, born and raised.
Got my ginger ale. I have my phone. Hello, Internet. My name is Patrick Rafferty, and I'm sitting here today in St. Paul, Minnesota, where I was born and raised.
Hi everyone, Daniel here on my balcony in my apartment in Hollywood. Here to tell you a little bit about myself. Hey everyone, Daniel here at my apartment in Hollywood. Here to tell you a little bit. Daniel here at my apartment in Hollywood, sitting on my balcony. Here to tell you a little bit about myself. I did it.
What got me into acting, it's kind of hard to say, because it's basically been what I've wanted to do since I could crawl.
I was born in Canada, which is where I fell in love with performing.
I'm very interested in psychology and the way that people relate to each other.
I know that the real spark came from a summer camp that my parents sent me to, and then I just kind of took off from there and started doing a bunch of theater and then later film and TV stuff.
I never set foot on a stage or was a part of any film or anything like that until I was in college.
I was always a big fan of action movies and suspense thrillers and all of those kinds of films. So when Kathryn came up with the idea to make the What If Factor, I was really excited about the idea of making a character-based sci-fi drama.
Playing Blake was hard in certain ways because she's dealing with grief, which is something that I've dealt with. I made Blake deal with grief in a very different way than I dealt with it. The way that Blake deals with it is through her job and through her work and kind of trying to distract herself.
This character is kind of isolated in many ways, and holding on to something he believes in, but what he believes in seems to be something that he's not 100% in control of.
Max immediately jumped off the page to me, and I sort of had this instinct of where he was in his grief and what it was doing to him and how he was living with it.
He wants so badly to connect, not just with Blake, certainly with Blake, but I felt like he had kind of a longing for a deeper connection with something in his life.
She is sort of trying to have an affair, so I think that part of the challenge for me was about the fact that I wanted her to be somebody you could connect with, even though she's doing something that, isn't so great.
It was also a really fun challenge with Max in figuring out how to differentiate the dream Max that is in Blake's imagination in the dream world and the real world Max when she comes to him at the end of the film. So here we are at the end of our Kickstarter, and we are totally funded, and now we get to make this movie. So the new adventure starts, and thank you so much for contributing. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good